Well, hello motorcycle fans, how's everyone doing? Right, this is the next instalment of the subcategory of my dance years. This is where dancing gets serious. It's 2000, the millennium. I won't burst out into song. Millennium, no, don't do it, don't do Wolfie. And with a friend, well, my friend actually booked it. She didn't know where she was going to book. She wanted a cheap holiday. I think it was sort of September, end of September time. As the season was winding down, so there were some offers on, and she'd thought of one or two places. Anyway, she said, I booked Ibiza. I thought, that's quite cool. So off we went, and it's 2000. You may or may not remember. It was one of the wettest years on record, I believe. And I'm just getting around this corner, and I've got to switch the camera off, so shoot seconds. Switch that off. Right, motorcycle fans. Yes, 2000, if you can remember, was probably one of the wettest years on record. We had floods everywhere, and oh, it was awful. But we managed to get away. I can remember all the heavy rain driving up to Manchester Airport, actually. It was awful. So anyway, off we went for a week to Ibiza, and it was 30 odd degrees there when we got off the plane, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And we were a few miles out of St Paul's, I think was the capital, if you like. So it wasn't in the heart of the noisy bit, but it was a nice little hotel on the beach, and I like the sun, but I like to factor up, you know. But I still came back as brown as a berry, so I very rarely burn anyway. But yeah, that was absolutely good. Anyway, so I was into my dance music, as you know, from the last thing, and I remember earlier on in that year, I think it was Pete Tong came on Radio 1 in the daytime, and to pick his tracks which were going to be big during the Ibiza season. And one of them was this particular track, and I remember dancing to this in Ibiza. So it brings back lots of memories, and it was Black Legend with The Trouble With Me.
1975, we brought you an album with a song.
My second track, and there's loads and loads to choose from on that particular year. 2000 was a good year for dance music, and this one, I think, probably the ultimate dance track, and a story I've got to tell about this. My partner at the time, we both used to do a bit of DJ, nothing serious, you know, parties and that sort of stuff, and we were invited to do a wedding in Southwell, or Southwell, or whatever you want to call it. And it's somebody's birthday, I believe. Could have been a wedding, but I think it was a birthday. And it was a Saracen's Head hotel and restaurant and all that. They got a function room, and they'd got some musicians to play a little bit up until about 9 o'clock, and then it was our turn. So my partner went on the decks, he did his set. I think we did about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so each, and then it was my turn. So I just got into my set, all vinyl of course, did it properly, and then I just got this particular track on, and the manager came over and said, you've got to turn it right down because we've had complaints from the guests, because it was a hotel. So as this thing was playing, I just cut the power, so you can imagine it just sort of went zzz, and everybody was, what's gone off? Ooh, we love that track, because it was a fantastic track. Anyway, it's Darude and Sandstorm. Right, the third and final track, and again, it could have been one of a dozen, but I think this one stands out. I think it's hauntingly beautiful, so if you're not into the thumpy sort of dance stuff, stick with it, because it's got the vocals by Clanad, and I do like that outfit. Very, very beautiful music. And this is Chicane with Saltwater.